Today we're going to be doing the unthinkable. We're dry aging some steaks in ketchup. This was recommended by you guys, and as you know, I will never let you down. We're also going to be having a special guest, Sonny from the Best Ever Food Review Show. The big question is this going to be good? That is to be determined real shortly because this is the ketchup dry aging experiment, so let's do it. And everything starts off with this beautiful piece of meat. It is a 3-bone choice grade rib roast. You can clearly see that for choice, this has a good amount of marbling. That is what I'm talking about. The first thing we gotta do is to have a control steak. So I went ahead and splitted the roast. As one of them, I'm gonna be really dry aging for real. For that, I'll be using the Umai dry age bag system. This is what allows you to dry age at home without any special equipment. The only thing you really gotta do is throw it in the bag, vacuum seal it, put it in a cooling rack so that you have circulation all the way around, and it is now ready to dry age in my regular refrigerator at home. That was perfect because now this is the real star of the show, tomato ketchup. But most importantly, let's check out the ingredients. We got tomato concentrate from red ripe tomatoes, distilled vinegar, high fructose corn syrup, salt, and natural flavoring. So I'm really wondering what the vinegar and sweetness is going to do to the steaks. So I went ahead and started covering the whole thing with it. Notice how ketchup is really runny. The more I add, it just completely slide off. So I tried to grab a spatula to make sure that every single edge was covered. That was a little better, but in the end it was still sliding off. We want this to be a ketchup dry age experiment, not a ketchup slide off. So I went ahead and grabbed my secret weapon, cheesecloth. This should definitely hold the ketchup and most importantly ensure that every single edge of this roast is perfectly covered with it. So I went ahead and wrapped the whole thing, because once that was done, the only thing left to do was to put the ketchup back on it. As you can clearly see, now I have success. It is no longer sliding off. It now gives me confidence that every single edge will be perfectly covered, because once I was done, this is what it looks like. Now that is something you do not see every day. Perfectly covered steak with ketchup. And if you like eating steaks with ketchup, well, there you go. Let me know in the comments down below if that's something you enjoy. Now the next thing to do was to transfer this into the refrigerator. So for that, I started by trimming a little bit of the parchment paper. So I carefully transferred it into a tray. That way it avoids me from making any mess. Now that's ready, the only thing left to do was to let it rest in my refrigerator for 35 days. Once the time was up, I took it out and look, this is what a 35 days ketchup dry age experiment looks like after it's done. Not very appetizing, I must say. And the smell is absolutely horrifying. It almost smells like sweet rotten eggs. But as you know, with every dry aging experiment, the next thing to do is to remove the outer crust. So for that, I started with the cheesecloth. And to my surprise, it was a lot easier than I expected. Once it was removed, take a look. It looks like a dinosaur fossil. And the smell is not good. I would describe it as rotten eggs with cotton candy. As you take a closer look, you can see a little bit of mold being built. Imagine coming to my house for the very first time and this is what you're gonna get to try. Sorry, Sonny. But hey, you like exotic foods? Here we go. The next thing to do was to go ahead and remove the outer crust. For that, I just took my knife and went to town. Once I took out the bones, you can see that the ketchup really penetrated into the meat. That was totally unexpected. As I take out the edge, oh man, this thing went deep in there. It really oxidized almost the whole thing. But hey, like I always say, don't be cheap. We really gotta remove this outer crust. The same thing goes with the fat, but not all of it, we gotta leave a little. And as I'm doing this and removing as much as possible, you can see that the oxidation really penetrated into the meat. We gotta take this off. So I took it out as much as possible. And once I was done, this is what I was left with. Now I must say, that is not a bad looking steak. And hopefully it's gonna taste 10 times better than it smells. We're gonna be finding that out real shortly. Now remember, we also have the real dry age one to compare. As always, the Umai bags dry aged it to perfection. Take a look. So I went ahead and did all of the external trimming just like the ketchup one. And once I was done, take a look at side by side. I must say, not very bad looking steaks. But hey, the big question is, how do they taste? We're gonna find that out right now. Because for the seasoning, I kept it really simple. I went with a good amount of salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. As always, I made sure to season it properly by doing both sides and the edges. As now, the only thing left to do is to cook them. I'll first be putting a beautiful sear. Once that's done, I'll be cooking them in indirect heat until I reach an internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit. And for that, I'll be using my wireless thermometers. As now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to grill them, so let's do it. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful steaks. I got Leo in the house, and I got Sonny.
Hi, this is Sonny.
Thank you for coming, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Dude, I'm so happy to be here. It's very exciting.
If you guys don't know Sonny, he's from the Best Ever Food Review Show. That's a long name, bro.
Yeah, it's not very good or creative, but it's but it's on the nose.
We're here to try it, and I want to know your honest opinion. Do not hold back. If it's good, you say it is. If it's bad, you tell us no. It really depends on your taste.
At this point, I know nothing about this. I saw him cook it, but whatever you guys know, you know already. I have no idea.
So, it's an experiment. We got 2 different steaks. I want to know if there's any difference between them or not.
Can I give Sonny a pro tip really quickly?
Yes.
One of them is going to be good. It's got to be good because it's a control steak. It's just regular seasoning. One of them, it's either going to be really good or really bad.
Oh wait, when do I find out what you did to this one? After I eat it?
Exactly, yes. Hey, this is what I like to say every time, Sonny. You never know if something is good if you don't try it.
Some stuff I just know when I look at it. So I can't say
Enough talking, it's time to try. We're gonna try this one here first and then this one second. Ready?
So this is the control.
Well, I don't know. I'm not telling you nothing.
We're about
tell me if that's the control. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Okay, grab this one. You grab it, just grab it, guys.
All right, usually I just bend it in half like this and take a big bite. Is that going to be a mistake?
I like the way you operate.
Look at that. Well, I say enough talking. Let's go for it. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. All right, juicy, nice beefy oils coming through. Not super rich, like it's just a good classic steak. I don't even know what cut it is, but what cut is it?
It is a ribeye. And by the way, these steaks are seasoned exactly the same, but it's an experiment. So
yeah, classic, delicious steak. Love it.
Good. Like it. Good. How about you? What do you think?
That is a classic dry aged steak right there.
Oh, you could tell.
I could definitely tell. I get that funkiness. I get that aftertaste. It was like Sonny was saying, it's beefy, it's tasty, it's very juicy.
The important thing is you liked it.
I like it.
Okay, are we ready for the second one?
Yes.
All right.
Sonny, it's a yes?
Yeah, with a little bit of question mark there.
Well, I'm excited to find out. Let's just dig in, guys. Just dig in.
I've had some wild foods from around the world. I've had some stuff that would knock your socks off, so there's no way this could be worse than that.
Talking about that, what would you say is one of the worst things you ever had?
Hi, this is Sonny. Oh, one of the absolute worst foods I ever had was a stingray liver.
Ooh.
The liver itself, it's like a bile. Well, it's almost like a porcupine bile. Like, you've had porcupine bile, right?
No, of course not.
Oh, so bad comparison?
Well, I hope it doesn't taste like that. Maybe I should take a smaller bite. I don't know.
I was actually doing
You know what? Just go for it, Sonny.
Nah, I'm going for it.
Okay.
I'm sticking to my guns.
Smell different?
Nah, it smells good. I'm not gonna lie.
It does smell. It smells pretty normal.
That doesn't make me feel better, but it smells good.
Don't hold back. Honest truth. Sounds good? Mm-hmm. All right, let's go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I'm trying to tell what you did. Is there MSG involved?
No?
No.
MSG, interesting comparison.
A savory sweetness to it that
yes.
I can't put my finger on.
I was gonna say
this guy know what he's talking about, everybody. Savoriness and sweetness. Mm-hmm. You're in the right path, my brother.
It's still largely beefy. It's just this 20% difference factor.
I agree. It's not like a humongous difference, but there's it's different than this steak.
It's different.
And in a good way or in a bad way?
No, I like it.
Wait, do you like it better than this one? Is it better or no? Go for a second. Go. I'm good. You good? Or you want some more? Get some more.
I have more.
What is that?
I don't know if I want more.
Come on, Sonny. Come on.
Do I like it more or less? Oh, this is tough.
To me, it's like a very strange taste. It's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit vinegary. It has an aftertaste that I don't really enjoy. It's weird.
If you are wondering if I like it, I'll just be I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, I'm not crazy about it, but I don't hate it either. If you give me this steak, I'll eat it.
Do I like it more or less? It tastes like a little too chemically. Like there's just too much something in there, and I don't know if it's sodium or what it is. That's why I asked if it was MSG. So I have to say, I prefer this one, the control. I think that's only 5% under that.
Really?
It's quite close.
Are you guys ready to find out?
Yeah.
You were extremely close. I'm very surprised with your answer. You said sweetness and savory. What did you say?
I said sweet and vinegary.
Sweet and vinegary.
Oh wait, do you know?
No.
Oh, you don't know either?
No idea. No.
Okay.
I'm the only one that knows. So I dry aged this one for 35 days in ketchup.
man.
That's what that is. Ketchup steak, Sonny.
Sonny, I was
That's
telling you.
why. Okay, remember I said it was like a little chemically.
I think what you said is
interesting.
absolutely perfect, where it's only 20% different. Like, the difference between the first and the second steak is subtle, but you can tell it's there.
I think what bothered me is the sweet. It's like a little sweet. I don't know. I want sweet on my steak, everybody. Now that you know what it is, what do you think? Do you recommend doing that?
Oh, do I recommend? I think maybe if you're dry aging stuff, don't start with ketchup. I think it's interesting. It's totally a worthy experiment. I think it still tastes pretty good overall.
Yeah, the main thing for me is just the aftertaste. I don't know, it's almost like an
Yeah,
iron-like
you have an
aftertaste. It honestly kind of tastes like ketchup in my mouth right now. It's really not
Now
pleasant.
it's because you know it, Leo.
Do you
Wow.
do takeout boxes?
I guess he really likes it, everybody.
I mean, if you're
I
gonna
think
get
he
rid of it.
highly recommends. But anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. If you are interested in any of the equipment I use, everything is always on the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you go check out Sonny's channel. Say that name again.
Best ever food review show.
There you go. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
A peace. This is not a mistake.
You liked it?
Yeah, I like it.
He liked it, everybody. What can I tell you? He enjoyed the ketchup steak.